Hello everyone, it's Leo, and in this video we are going to check out new magazine scans from Healing Good Precure, and in it we can learn a little bit more of what's to come and what we can expect from the next few episodes from Healing Good Precure. This time around the scans are from the Fanbox Volume 4, and they're not very detailed scans as we usually have. But in it, we can clearly see what is going to happen and what is waiting for us in the next few episodes. So basically, before we start talking about the magazine scans itself, those scans seem to show a lot of character-focused episodes. So we're going to have one episode for each of our main characters in Healing Good. And Healing Good took a narrative choice when dealing and creating its characters, which is, I don't believe that any of those four characters, they have a big end goal for us to see at the end of the season. For example, last season in Star Twinkle Precure, we had some characters that had some end goals that were bigger. For example, Madoka, Kirisaline with her father and her relationship with her father and how it impacted her future. We also had Uni and her relationship and her goal with Planet Rainbow. We didn't really know what was going to happen at the end of those character arcs, but we knew that those character arcs would deal with those things. In Healing Good, I don't think that any of those characters have a set goal or a set thing to happen in their character arcs. So they're basically very open, and as we're going to see here, they're probably going to be very quickly resolved. I don't think this is necessarily a problem. I'm just stating something that I analyzed while watching Healing Good. I don't think this is like a bad thing about this season. I'm just pointing it out. So let's start. First, next week, we are going to have episode 33, and in this episode, we are going to have a focus on Nodoka. It's going to be a big and important episode for Nodoka, in which she's going to meet the doctor that took care of her when she first got sick, before Healing Good Precure even started. Do you remember that? We saw that in a flashback, and we know that she got sick because of an infection caused by Byogens, and that's when Daruizen was born. Yes. And so this doctor that we see on the screen right here, a very handsome man, by the way. Let me just say this, Healing Good is bringing the daddies. Anyways, this doctor right here was the one who took care of Nodoka. And in this episode, he's going to have kind of like a breakdown with himself. He's gonna start doubting his own abilities as a doctor. Because when Nodoka was sick, he couldn't diagnose her. He couldn't understand and notice what was wrong with her, what was causing her sickness. And obviously, we know why, and we know why he couldn't do that. We know that she had like a magical condition in her. Now we know that. And an important thing about this is that in this episode, Nodoka and Rabirin are going to discuss, should we tell him what caused my sickness, or should it be a secret? This is going to be a back and forth that she and Rabirin are going to have in this episode, based on episode summaries, but based on magazine scans, based on this page right here, we can see that I believe that things are going to be fine at the end. I believe that she's not going to tell him the reason why she was actually sick. She's not going to tell him about the Byogens, but in this magazine scan right here, we can see that Nodoka is now wanting to become a doctor. She also wants to become just like that man that tried his best to save her. Because this probably will inspire her to try and save and try to help other people as well. I find this very cool. And so Nodoka now has a goal in her life, which is, I want to become a doctor. That's very nice, Nodoka. I like that. Now, going on to Chiyu. Chiyu is going to have a focus episode in episode 34. And basically, as we can see here, we see Chiyu being very good at two things. I mean, Chiyu is good at everything. I'm sorry. But we see her excelling in the high jump at her school. She's always trying her best, even though she fails, even though she might not be able to do something, might not be able to perform well. Sometimes she always wins against herself, and she's always able to beat herself. She's her biggest enemy. My biggest enemy is me, Papa 911. That's Chiyu's song. But then she is also very good at being a caretaker. Not a caretaker, the inn caretaker, right? In the Sawaizumi Inn. So basically, she has those two sides of her, and now she needs to choose one to focus on. Like, will she inherit the Sawaizumi Inn from her family and keep on taking care of it, being like the owner, the head owner of the Sawaizumi Inn because she's very good at it? Or will she focus on the high jump and become a professional high jumper? So basically in this episode, she's going to start debating. I don't know if she's going to make a choice in this episode and this choice is going to be left up until the end of the season, or if she's already going to make a choice, or if she isn't even going to make a deliberate choice during the season itself. Let's wait and see. After Chiyu's episode, we are also going to have... Oh my god, I just separated this image because, girl, this was the best cure scan ever from Healing Good. I loved it. And we're also going to have a Hinata episode. As I mentioned before, Hinata is another character that doesn't have an end goal, just like the others from Healing Good. But in this episode, we're going to learn a little bit more of what might happen to her in the future. So in this episode, she's going to meet a friend of hers. That is this girl that we see here in the picture. She is called Ellie. And she seems to be a very fashion girl, just like Hinata. And I cannot wait to see her in the season itself. And something sad will happen to Hinata, actually. Chiyu and Nodoka will go to one high school. And Hinata also wanted to enroll to this high school. She did enroll to this high school, but her exam, didn't come with a very good grade. So she will fail this grade in this exam, and she will probably not go to the same school as Chiyu and Nodoka will in the next year. This can be a little sad, can't it? I don't know, but it's interesting. Let's see if we're going to have like a glimpse of them in high school next year. And if they go to different schools, they might have different uniforms. I don't know. Let's wait and see. But Hinata girl, I totally understand you. And seeing this, I love the way she reacts to her bad test. Girl, I just love this image. I just love it. This is awesome. And so probably Hinata will be a little apart from the girls and not study in the same school. But obviously, if this happens, her friendship will still go on with them for sure. They made that vow under that tree. This friendship will last forever. And obviously an Asumi episode as well. There is this ball episode that we didn't really know what it was referring to, and it seems that it's just a beach episode that the girls are gonna go. Asumi is going to take the girls to a southern island. She's going to transport the girls there. Do you remember when she did it? In episode 24, she showed this teleportation power that she uses, and she said that she can't use this a lot because it drains her powers. So it's been a while, so why not use it again? I think this is episode 35, so this probably will come before the Hinata episode. We're going to have Nodoka's episode in episode 33, Chiyu's episode in 34, and then Asumi's episode in episode 35, and then probably Hinata's episode in 36. So in this episode, we have the ball. This seems to be like a volleyball or something. And maybe she is going to get a memory from the original Cure Earth, who's called Fu. I don't know. If this is it, I'm going to love it. I am going to love it. And we can also see the beach attire for each girl. They look adorable. They look adorable, adorable, adorable. I really love this. Very, very cute. And I think this is going to be more of a chill episode in which the girls are going to spend some time together, probably some quality time together. I don't know. What I know is that I really liked this picture. I think this episode is going to be a lot of fun. I love their hair. I love how I love when they change their hair. Asumi, why didn't you change your hair just like the other girls? Come on, give it to us. Give it to us. Anyways, this is what we have for now. So Healing Good, having a lot of character focused episodes, and I cannot wait to see more. I think that those sets of episodes are going to be very interesting. And well, the season is almost starting its last stretch. If the rumor is true, we're going to have 46 episodes. So we're basically going to be left with 10 episodes. So they're probably going to start, working with the characters to close the story. So let's see what awaits us in the next few Healing Good episodes. Anyway, I just want to take this little time to thank all of the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for believing in me and becoming a member of the channel. I'm very, very thankful for that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Please leave a comment with what you are expecting from this next set of episodes. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye bye.